I mean good fortune, right? I'm still learning to talk like a local. Is there anything I can help you with?
We wanted to ask, how do we get into Inazuma?
Oh, so that's why you're here. Well, there is a way.
Great! We came to the right person!
But the chance of success is incredibly small.
Huh. Incredibly small? Then how did you get out of Inazuma in the first place?
It was in leaving Inazuma that I found out just how dangerous this method truly was. All I had to rely on was a little wooden raft that I'd put together myself. There was a storm raging ahead of me, and my pursuers were close on my tail. After I'd escaped their clutches, I floated on the open ocean for I don't know how many days. My rations and fresh water supply soon ran out, and I remember getting to the point where I was sure I'd reached the end. Then, I blacked out. But, to my surprise, my journey didn't end there. That's right. I escaped by the skin of my teeth. The fact that I'm even alive to tell the tale must be a sign that the gods were watching over me.
What a horrible journey! And you set off knowing how dangerous it was? Why?
Well, because everything is just too restrictive over there. The atmosphere is so stifling. The Kanjo Commission subjects everyone leaving or entering the nation to a protracted approval process, and I felt like I didn't belong there.
Kanjo Commission? What's that?
Along with the other two commissions, they oversee everything in Inazuma. We usually collectively refer to them as the Tri-Commission. I suppose they're equivalent to the 8 trades under the Liu Chising. One of the obligations of the Kanjo Commission is to conduct. Meanwhile, it doesn't feel good to. What I mean to say is, unless you have an extremely compelling reason to go to Inazuma, you should abandon your plans of trying to get there. You should know that the sea around Inazuma is engulfed in a perpetual tempest of wind and rain. Supposing you survived that, you would still need to get past the samurai guards that enforce the Sakoku Decree, the closed nation policy of Inazuma. And even if you did manage to find a way, you'd still have to produce the necessary documentation at the Rito Center for processing Outlanders. Otherwise, you'd be kicked out immediately.
Seems like they really don't want anyone setting foot in Inazuma, huh?
They only set that up as a... But if you really are set on That's not what I meant. Voyaging far and wide has made them a well-traveled group with a wide range of experiences.
But it's an armed fleet, right? What?
That part is up to you. If you're able to persuade their captain, Beidou, then the hardest part will be out of the way. The Alcor is the...
Then there's no...
Watch this! Don't get frostbite.
Let it rain!
Come a little closer.
Who have we got here? Wait, I know you. You're that traveler, aren't you? The one who fought against the Fatui and Osile, right? Ningguang told me about you. A traveler of great insight and remarkable skill has saved Liyue, she said. She's a hard one to please, so praise from her is high praise indeed. I remember thinking at the time that it'd be good to meet you in person. Judging by the clothes on you—
Hey! The name's not Floating Thing! It's Paimon!
Paimon? What a fascinating being. You two give off not only the essence of wind and earth, but also of— Yes.
Huh? The fragrance of what now? That's the weirdest compliment Paimon's ever heard.
Pay it no heed. I mean only to say I am certain that it is by fate.
You're not far off, but they go by a different name in Inazuma. This young man is Kaidahara Kazuha, a temporary addition to my crew for reasons I won't bore you with. Occasionally he opens his mouth and flowers come out instead of words.
With this fine ship and the soft sea breeze, would it not be romantically irresponsible of me not to acknowledge it with a line or two of poetry?
No, I can't argue with that.
Only if the mood takes me, of course.
Hey, you don't want to pass this opportunity up too easily, especially seeing it—
Oh, wait a minute. What's the clash?
Huh? I thought you might be here to sign up. The Crux Clash is a martial arts tournament that I hold. There'll be a whole bunch of folks taking part to showcase their talents. There are two important rules. 1, competitors must be renowned fighters. We want those with real— So, you've got nothing to worry about. 2, you can't take part if you've got a vision. Otherwise, things get You must be feeling confident, but you might want to watch out. There are a few and with Liyue's savior taking part in the tournament. Now that's gonna turn a few heads.
But we didn't come here to take part in a martial arts tournament.
Well, before you dismiss the idea completely, you might be interested to hear that the prize this time— Get this.
Supplied by myself, as a matter of fact. If the turn—
Is there really such thing as a
When a vision bearer dies, the light— As for whether this—
Yep. And the way I'm organizing the clash. So if you don't have a vision, this is the—
Yeah,
Inazuma?
Well, why didn't you say so? Inazuma? No sweat. In that case, if you win the tournament, I'll give you a choice. Masterless fit—
You just want her to take part in—
What's wrong with that?
What are we gonna do?
Great.
It seems like it—
Go on, get yourself. I've already fixed up.
Martial arts tournament, but when the combatant...
Is this an answer from this world?
These will come in handy. Before we sign up, let's see who the other competitors are. Ada said that they had to be renowned fighters. Who will we be up against?
Yep. You're in for a little shock. Try not to enjoy this too much.
My sights. Windblade. Yeah. Yeah. Ha. Yeah.
Come a little closer. Blitz.
Yeah.
You bet I am. Have you... Well, I'd have a look at the end. The Clash is a Nobody wants to see that, right?
Yeah.
Me? What? You... Not to mention, they tried to sneak past. I planted a left. I stood my ground, of course. I'm not saying I came up...
Uh-huh. But for us,
I'll see you in the arena.
Hey, youngster. If so,
So you're also...
you better believe it. For me, obtaining a... No. I know how that's... I've passed in most people's, a vision.
You have so much
That's not important. I've also brought a... Of course, I also put... Now then, if you don't mind, I need to finish my pre-competition routine. It's not too long now before...
Hi there.
That's right. Nothing beats real life, but this tournament.
Exactly.
His master...
Famous. He's the founder of the... You probably... He's got to be to the Ling Shan...
Forced to...
It's a type of for example, our...
One time, he sent a challenger...
It sure is.
We're
There's a tuition?
Of course.
But recently, though...
So, if we can get our hands on a vision...
Well, we have to...
Exactly. Folks will come from far and wide.
See you in the...
So, to recap, we're up against an inflated ego, some gullible guys paying way too much for their kung fu
Chink's a village arm wrestling champion, huh? All right, you're signed up. Next, please. What's your name? Wait.
Is it really them?
Huh? Aren't they a vision? I have to ask. It's really...
The one that spoke with Lady Kuching at the...
I trust you are aware that, only those without visions can enter the tournament? Really?
Yep, she's...
My apologies. It's just a formality. So far, I've got defeated the ancient god Osile, so that's one. Do you have any others?
Yeah, and also...
Whoa.
Might as well declare...
I wonder if... Okay, right. A great hero.
Oh, we're not here.
There's another...
Beto must have upped the...
But why would... I see. Well, nope. Anyway, the qualifying...
Hey, so even though you don't... So Paimon... In any case, looking at the cup... All right, it's...
You seem like you're raring to go. Good. Then...
Our next competitor is seen by many as the favorite to win this tournament.
Seems like you've got a pretty good chance of winning this thing.
Yeah.
What a strange guy. Why was he so confident to begin with? Come on, let's go sign up. Well, now that we've won, let's go and see Beto. She'll probably have something to say to us.
So, what do you think?
Impressive.
Well, I fought, so come on.
All right. You fought well.
All right, and since you signed up, we... For one thing, so...
This is how Captain... Besides...
All right. We're finally here, folks. The real show is about to begin.
The captain... Your opponent has fought... You may well be... Very well.
All right, that's enough.
Your opponent in the semifinals is new to the... I do not doubt your ability...
Relax.
Okay.
At last, the moment we've all been waiting for. The semifinals have begun. Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for. You're pretty good. Congratulations. I was...
Right. If you had a vision...
I wanted a Vision 1, but mine I lost interest. I've fought and...
Huh?
No, I did. Only in defeat.
Wow!
If you have the chance in the future.
By the way, do you know who else made it into the finals? Is it gonna be some...
Whether they'll be as tough, so don't...
There he goes. Maybe we should ask around, see what we can find out about our opponent in the final round. Paimon thinks we might need to up our game a little.
Ah, it's you! I myself...
Maybe...
Why, yes. I faltered, but given my stature, still, I'm sure he'll...
Hey there!
He tried to use force to... His opponent was pretty... Why don't you dodge, they ask. Don't even get me... I don't dare tell my math... Sorry, I shouldn't be...
Oh.
Thanks, I'll...
We still haven't got any useful information yet.
You gave an outstanding... I could sense that, but you were quick to adapt. In fact, I'd...
I guess not using your elemental...
We wanted to ask...
Not exact. As for the guy, what's the matter? Worried?
If that is the case, I haven't
yeah.
It is true that I do not mean to... Given your talents...
Hang on.
Gathering intelligence besides our fate...
You betcha. Wait a sec.
However, there is a... Come with me. Now that we're alone, let me cut to the heart. You are skilled in manipulating the element.
Paimon.
That's right. If I'm not mistaken. Since a young age, I have been attuned to the tide. It is things of this nature.
As crazy as...
My humble ability. To think a human could... And not to mention your...
Hey, stop it!
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how... So then, might I be so...
It's been a long... Honestly, even...
Perhaps such a... However, Of course, I too... Now then. Cool it! This milk will be frozen in time.
Windblade!
Blitz. Hup, hup, hup. Heep, heep, here. Hup. Hup. Heep. Hup.
Windblade! Prepare to be blown away! No escape!
Let's spark things up a little.
Let it rain! Windblade! Be gone! I'll never surrender! Get him!
You're in for a little shock.
Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing. He relies entirely on the element of surprise to defeat his opponents. In other words, as long as you please, save your thanks. If the world is a true...
You seem...
I desire to know, and what influence... My apologies. You must be complete for allowing me the honor of witness... So that's what you're curious about? As you well know, visions are a gift in the outset. Not to mention...
She sounds like...
As far as I know, Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside. It goes without saying that the people locked within it...
Sounds a lot...
Oh? Have you encountered the Electra? With time, if you wish to find her, she will forever be... There will come a day when I too shall wish to
Oh, right!
If you have no other matters to attend to, very well.
Why isn't he here? Never mind. We can start by... Everyone, listen! We've reached the We've seen many Now, I'd like to... She strikes...
Wow!
I'm sure everyone... But today's... As for our other... Come on. Apologies! Everyone just sit tight. They've got no other choice.
Wait a moment. Captain Beidou, Traveler.
Let me see. That's gone all right.
Huh?
We don't know when it...
No need to worry. The vision was the...
Well, I'll stay here and try...
If you would, please come with me.
But...
Come with me. I can...
Huh? A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there, we can continue our search for clues.
A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there, we can continue our search for clues.
By the way, what made you suddenly think of checking the price in the first place?
I heard it the moment it was stolen.
Well, then why didn't you stop him?
You'll see, shortly.
Try not to enjoy this too much.
Prepare yourself.
Tired.
Windblade!
What do you think, cutie?
winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can...
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario. The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Hoarders, they're here! Get them!
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
I got the wrong test subject.
You caught up with me? How is that possible? I had even prepared—
No boat could ever match the speed of the
wind. Drat! If I only had a vision. Or if I could—
This has nothing to— Additionally, you're— In other words—
You—
But most disappointing, it appears that the vision—
Fine! I've had my eyes on—
Aha! So...
I'd intended to win after watching the semi— Since there was no use, I was convinced I prepared thoroughly— Drat. I know an empty— Fine.
You know, according— Huh? Not to mention, it seems that it would be—
Whoa, whoa! We don't need...
If this is where talking gets me, then forget— No! No!
Put down the vision.
Huh?
What's wrong? It's up to you.
No, no.
Huh? Paimon...
I take no pleasure when people are forced into a corner. That is when they're great. But unfortunately, yes. From the moment I've tried though few tales after seeing you. Come, why don't you... I see. No matter. This...
Yeah, what's
The story begins... He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenshukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, What expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god. Perhaps one day I may come to find that all I have done is meaningless. But as a wandering samurai, I find meaning...
Kazuha!
All right then. It's time we allow me to gather...
a waterfall just now? How did we suddenly end up here? Oh, so...
I believe this is the abode of that adept. With any luck, the sunset Vermilionite we're looking for should be in here.
Really? Look, it's and now that Paimon takes a closer...
These are not real clouds. If we want to go down, we must first destroy...
Alright, then let's...
I sense the presence... It appears that we've been taken for intruders. This time, why not allow me to take care of this? Manifest! Obey!
No escape!
Unleash! Obey! Manifest! Do your master's bidding!
Windblade! Be gone!
The core of the mechanism is exposed. Now's our chance. Manifest! It looks like we need to go further down. But before that, let's destroy the guard mechanisms on this level first.
Frostbite. Freeze.
Surrender and be gentle. You're in for a little shock. Yep.
Let it rain. I'll race you there. Ha. Yeah. Ha. Yeah. Ha. Windblade!
Manifest! Unleash!
Come a little closer.
Go, Barret Bunny! Hey! Ouch! Meanie!
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
You got me.
Manifest!
Oh, so sorry. Dodge this. Freeze.
My ordnance divine! Obey! Unleash!
Prepare to be blown away!
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. You're in for a little shock. Don't be such a brute. Come a little closer.
Obey! Unleash! Manifest!
We're gonna fall. This time, we're really gonna fall. Ah! So, luckily there was a pool of water at the bottom. Otherwise, that could have ended very differently. Hey! That Sealy's on the move again. Let's catch up with it. Huh. Something looks different about this stone wall. Let's take a closer
Try not to enjoy this too much.
Cool it! Don't get frostbite!
Unleash! Do your master's bidding! Obey!
Be gone! No one escapes my sight! Get it! Bet you can't keep up with me!
This moment will be frozen in time. Dodge this!
Windblade!
You're in for a little shock. Let's spark things up a little.
Unleash! Obey! Unleash!
Windblade!
You're in for a little shock.
Freeze! Oh, so sorry.
No escape! That's cheating!
Cryo Incarnate! Obey! In your dreams!
Let it rain! I'll brace you then!
Surrender and be gentle. You've been a naughty boy.
Unleash!
Look, over there! Could that be the sunset vermilionite? Is this it? Is this the sunset vermilionite? It's so huge! That's true, but then again...
Plaustrate doesn't float until it's activated. It may look different from most ordinary. Only after being activated does Plaustrate reveal its true nature.
Wow, Shen.
Only because my I don't care for her stories most of the time.
Hold on if we activate it here, but if we...
Don't worry. I can handle...
Are you sure?
Please don't worry. I want my safety.
That's right. You gotta be...
I'll go on ahead.
How is Shenhe able to carry that huge rock all by herself? Adepti super strength much? We can't slow down yet.
Oh my god, I can't believe my eyes.
How can she lift that massive rock all by herself? Oh, mighty...
This is top tier in size and quality, and the condition it's in is quite simply... I'm going to order...
My name isn't important. I was just delivering this for some other...
Shenhe! And Ningguang's little helper!
Ah, so... But I have to... In truth, if everything goes... As a side note... Now, please...
Shenhe! Shenhe!
Oh.
What kind of whenever...
I've had similar compliments before. They call me an adeptus, treat me with great deference and...
Yeah, 'cause that's how adepti are.
But I am not...
Shenhe?
I'm fine. I've been exerting... No need.
You can't do that. When you're hungry, you go eat...
Okay.
Great!
Hi there! Since this was chosen so big...
Great!
One of your rooms. Here are your keys.
Shenhe, you should go... Paimon's gonna... Let's buy one for Shen...
All right. If you need anything, don't hesitate.
Hey! Isn't that Cloud Retainer? What's she doing here? Let's go and say...
One trusts you have met Shenhe. So
far, so good.
Naturally. Save for Ganyu, who spends the majority of her time in Liyue Harbor. All the
Cool! So Shenhua feels kind of friendly, but also kind of disrespectful. So Paimon's thinking maybe it'd be better...
Her Adeptus name. Why, pray tell, would Shen...
don't...
On this ladder...
Oh, right. What? You knew already?
Do you mean...
Well...
One first inside was Shenhe, then aged around 6 years old.
That sounds so...
When one arrived, she had already been... That she was one dealt...
In other words...
Not necessary...
That's still so...
Alas, the mortal world is rife with suffering. Indeed. However, Mooncar red ropes have indeed served to keep her calmer and more content. They all... It is only by fate that people's paths may cross. Now that Shenhe's path has crossed with yours, please be sure to treasure the gift that fate has given you, and take good care of her.
Oh, now Paimon gets it. You came out here to check up on Shenhe because you were worried about her, didn't you?
Huh. You dare draw such a facile conclusion on the nature of one's present excursion. Ningguang once made a bold assertion that this is to be the era of the contract between Liyue and the humans. Well, one is most curious to observe how she will respond to the coming storm. If she handles it admirably, one is willing to be a witness. Let us conclude our conversation here for today. One is...
So, Shenhe isn't an Adeptus after all. She just grew up around the Adepti.
Master has relayed my situation to you, I take it.
Oh? How did you know?
I'd intended to wait until you came back before going to sleep, but I didn't hear you come in. I was worried that something may have happened to you, so I went outside to check and caught sight of my master. On top of this, you have been acting very strangely around me this morning, causing me to suspect that my master must have told you everything about me. After all, Master is... very talkative.
Sorry, Shenhe. Paimon had you down as an Adeptus this whole time, but it turns out Paimon was wrong.
It's okay. I don't mind. The fault is mine for not explaining everything to you sooner, because in my experience, trying to explain is a futile pursuit. Still, though you mistook me for an Adeptus, you never treated me for this. I am very grateful indeed.
To be fair, we've met our fair share of real Adepti, too. Anyway, now it's settled. From now on, you're our friend. Whether you're an Adeptus or a human isn't the important thing. First and foremost, we're just plain old friends.
Got it. Although I don't know quite what it entails in terms of what I have to do, I must say I like the title friend very much indeed.
Great! Well, now that we're all rested up, we should start searching for the other 2 items on the list. But before we do that, let's go to the building site and ask Ningguang's little helper how the progress is going. After all, Sunset Vermilionite is so rare. Paimon doubts many competitors will really be able to find any. If it turns out some of them have given up already, we'll be able to take things a little more slowly. Oh, and another thing. We bought some grilled chicken drumsticks on the way back last night. There was a place just outside. Here's one for you, Shenhua. Try it! They're so good.
I concur. It has a rich flavor, far more agreeable than those I've cooked for myself in the wilderness in the past.
blade.
You're in for a little shock.
This moon will be frozen in time. Cool it!
Prepare to be blown away! No one escapes my sights! Already?
If you're looking for the captain, she was summoned by Lady Ningguang. It seems that the Crux clash got out of hand this time. Captain Beidou... But still...
The one who stole the... He knew he stood no... In which case, the...
Huh? If that... Hyman, that... It doesn't matter. As the saying...
Yes, but the voyage to Inazuma is a treacherous... In fact...
Hold on a second.
Let us not forget that, suffice it to say, that in the meantime...
Hyman believes you...
Thank you. One final word of warning.
Look! The Jade Chamber is, but it seems to be tied down by something.
That's because it's not finished. the enormous scale of the Jade Chamber, we split the construction work into 2 phases to make sure the structure remains balanced. Before we find some suitable plastrite, we build the jade. Once the plastrite is ready, with the remainder of the construction work...
Miss Bywin, we've brought some new materials to submit.
One moment. I'll be right there. The construction work has only been able to progress this rapidly thanks to the plastrite provided by you. Lady Ningguang is most grateful and looks forward to seeing more of your work.
Wow, can't believe you sourced the plastrite so quickly.
Beto, you're joining the Jade Chamber contest too?
Sure am.
Huh.
Oh, I've got some introductions to do. This is the renowned Miss Yun, or Yun.
Greetings.
These two are Pai
Shenhe. I am their... friend.
Good to meet you. A friend of a friend is my friend too. Miss Yun is also here for the contest. Turns out she needed to borrow a boat, so we came together.
It's an honor to be honest with you all. I am in great need of this opportunity to ask Lady Ningguang a question. That's why I joined the contest. Thanks to my father's connections, I was able to acquire a specimen of the...
Wow. So it looks like the 3 of us are competitors now.
Excuse me for prying, Miss Shenhe, but are you competing as well?
No, I don't have any questions for Ningguang. I just wanted to help her win.
In that case, I have a proposal to make. Lady Ningguang said that the first 3 contestants to procure all 3 materials will be awarded the chance to ask a question. Instead of competing against each other, we could work together to secure the top 3 places between us. What do you...
Sounds great, but how does that change things exactly?
The plastrite was the most difficult item to source by a long shot. Luckily, all 3 of us managed to get our hands on it. The 2 remaining items aren't quite so rare, so how'd I do? Is that what you had in mind?
Precisely.
Huh. Interesting approach.
Okay then. All right. I'll go. From what I've heard, the court...
We will head into town and seek advice from Master Zhang of Hanfeng's Ironmongers. Thoughts?
Wonderful. We'll split into teams then, and whoever makes progress first brings all of us a step closer to victory. I'm gonna take off. See you later.
Okay, let's go! By the way, what question are you gonna ask Ningguang Yunjin?
I'm looking for a venue to host the performance of our new opera. Lady Ningguang has excellent judgment, so I would like to hear her opinion.
Ooh, what's the opera called? Paimon wants to go see it.
The opera is a labor of love by my father. He wrote it based on a popular urban legend about an evil spirit and an adeptus. It's called